LinkedIn. LinkedIn is huge, and most of you,
I'll make a point.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that little icon that we showed you, the RSS feed, so you know, that kind of icons like that can be at the bottom of your blog post that you write. And the blog post only has to be a couple paragraphs. That allows the person who's reading it to share that with friends. So your message doesn't only go to that one person. Your message can go to a lot of different people.
absolutely.
So what you put out there, you can put out there with the ability to drive it even further.
Really important, and you can use it to share on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's really important, especially in your professions. Most of you, when we asked who was on what sites, the majority of you said LinkedIn. LinkedIn users are more senior, 46% management or executive level, and 66% of users are decision makers or have influence in purchase decisions. It's really important. So if you're looking to work with other professionals, this is where you want to be. This is where people find professionals. It is the professional network. For most of you, it'll be the first step to joining a social network online, because it is really geared towards a more traditional and professional industries. You can connect with past contents, new prospects. You can scope them out, where they've worked, where they've gone to school, other people who are in their companies. You can see that kind of stuff, who they hang around with. It's important for you to understand what your prospects do. You can also stay in touch with your networks. You can be the first to know, who's getting a promotion, who's changing careers. Those things have a lot to do with someone's personal life as well. And as estate planning professionals, it's important to know if your clients are making those kinds of moves. And you can also make introductions within your network. That's really important to grow your network. Being able to introduce people to other people that can help them is really important. And when you do that, you gain trust. And that's how you get clients.
Everybody with us so far? Yeah.
I guess I'd question LinkedIn, would you have your customers or other professionals on it?
Both.
You'd keep the same identity and
Well, there's two things about LinkedIn. You can have your personal profile. You can also have your company profile. Actually, I think if you change the next slide,
Maybe next.
so you're saying this is my company one versus...
you can work both ways. Keeping in touch with individuals is typically done on your individual page. The actual engagement, one-on-one conversation, that's done on your personal page. But a lot of companies have a company page. And this is where you can do a lot of things. If you're tweeting, you can put in your tweets. If you're blogging, those can go on here as well. So people looking for a CPA in the area or a lawyer in the area, they can do a little search. Your company will come up because it's usually by area. They can click on you, and if you're blogging, they'll go right in here. They'll see your blogs. You can also see how many people are following you. See who your employees are. Maybe someone wants to work with a specific person in your firm. They can see who that is. You can also put all your services on here, which is really important because this becomes like an extension of your website. When you put in your services, you can see that little tab right here. If you click there, you can put in a list of all the things that you offer. You can ask people for recommendations on your services, which is huge because as you saw in the statistics before, 80-something% of people are giving recommendations about companies they've worked with. And their friends, their family, their contacts really rely on those recommendations. If you can get those on LinkedIn, you're ahead of the game because people will take those to heart.
And this is just a random CPA LinkedIn business that we grabbed to show that CPAs actually have LinkedIn pages. We all have our own personal LinkedIn